Okay guys, I'm getting a lot of questions about what my loadout was for Living Legends and also for Canadian Carnage. I'll show you this. So the vest that I've been really liking is the Empire, the THT vest. One, it's cheap, okay, so I believe you can get them right now for about 60 bucks. And it's basically just a pod pack. It's a probably 6+7 pod pack with the shoulder suspenders. There's not a lot of extra webbing in the front of it, which I really like for moving around. Go ahead and put this on. Now, the thing I really like about it is, you know, it's going to fit on you just like a pod pack. And most importantly, the price, it's only 60 bucks. But the thing that's really cool is that the pod sleeves are already built into it. Okay, so you've got six sleeves, and then an additional another 7 neoprene. Okay, and this is really nice. Now, when I was out there Living Legends, I was carrying out 9 pods. I hurt my knee a couple weeks earlier, so typically I like to carry maybe 4 or 5 and just do multiple insertions, but because I was really slow on the field, I like to carry out 9 pods and use my 77 cubic inch. Now, usually what my personal favorite pod to use, especially when I'm playing airball, is the Proto Pod. I really love the Proto Pod. I think it's one of the best pods on the market right now. But when I'm playing scenario, I tend to use the basic 135 pods. Vulcan was out there. I believe they were selling the pods for like $1 each. And I tend to lose a lot of pods when I'm playing scenario just because I don't backtrack to figure out where I left all my pods at. Another tip too, when I play scenario, I will typically make my pods that are here in the neoprene sleeves, I face these up. That way they don't slip out to the bottom. Now this is the exact opposite when I play X-Ball. I face these down so that they're easy to slide out. But because I'm walking for long distances, running for long distances, I like to face these up. Now let's talk about gun. Still, my all-time, in my opinion, there has not been a better woods ball gun built in paintball right now other than what used to be called the SP1 Blackheart, which is now the G1 Blackheart. Real quick off the bat, what's the difference between the G1 Blackheart and the SP1 Blackheart? It's the same exact gun. The biggest difference is that the G1 Blackheart costs the same as the SP1 used to, but it's actually, you get more in the box. You get a hard case as opposed to the cardboard. You get a stock, which is removable, and you also get an adjusting feed neck, which most people are just going to use the center feed neck on it. One of the questions I get a lot of is, why do you use one gun for airball and one gun for woods ball? Well, I really like using the apex barrel when I'm in the woods. And the thing is that the apex barrel, you have to hold the gun at a different angle. You actually have to aim a lot higher, because as the ball hits the rubber flap, it actually deflects down. If you shoot an apex barrel like you do when you're playing X-Ball, the ball is going to hit the dirt 30 feet in front of you. So you actually have to tilt the gun up. And I know how my X-Ball guns shoot when I'm playing X-Ball, and I like how this gun shoots when I'm playing airball. I know that I have to point it up. The tip of the barrel is almost eye level with me, and as long as the tip of the barrel is eye level with me when I'm shooting at something, it comes out perfectly straight and I can hit my target pretty accurately. Another thing I've been really liking, I like the Z2, it's not a bad loader, but I really like the Z2 now that it has the 240 shell, and that's what I've got on here. This is a 240 shell. In woods ball, it's not really necessary to have a speed feed. You've got plenty of time when you're out there playing woods ball or scenario. So I really like the magnetic lid. And it allows me to get all the paint in there that I need to and close it all up. I don't have to worry about dirt or anything like that falling into it. And then I've been using, Ninja came out with a nice 77 cubic inch tank. It's a little bit bigger than the 68, but you get about an extra 2 or 3 pods. And for my my G1 Blackheart, I've been using the SLP reg, and it seems to not chill the tank as much or chill the internals as much when I'm out there shooting. I still keep it at about 10.5 balls per second, even whether I'm shooting 3-shot or ramping. But that's what I like. But the reason why I use the G1 Blackheart when I'm out there in the woods is just because it's a completely different feeling gun, and I know how this feels for shooting with the Apex barrel. So I built this entire gun around the Apex 2 barrel. And then I got a question from a gentleman named William that asked what kind of paint is good for the woods. Honestly, if you're shooting a blowback gun like a Tippmann 98, an A5, or like a Kingman or a Spider or something like that, you're going to want to use a harder shelled paint. If you're shooting an electronic gun that's got a regulator on it, I would say use brittle paint in the woods. Why? You're shooting people that are really far away. Typically in woods ball, you're doing a lot of long balling, and if you're doing a lot of long balling, you want brittle paint so that it breaks on them when they're 200 plus feet away. But that's about it. Hopefully that should clear up some questions. One thing that is kind of cool, I'll bring the camera in a little bit closer. I don't know, it's just me being a paintball nerd, but as you can see here, this says GI Milsim. What I did was a long time ago, I was able to get my hands on one of the GI Milsim, I believe it was called the G1, which was the, or no, it wasn't the G1, what was it? I can't remember what it was called, but it was the GI Milsim, the 50 cal. And the 50 cal didn't really work that well, but I just took the shells and swapped them out and put all my SP1 internals in, and I think I just threw the other 50 cal ones away. So I still have my Nano, but the SP1 version of the 50 cal I didn't particularly like very much. So hopefully that answers some questions on what my loadout is. In my opinion, this is still the best woods ball gun on the market. Now, I wish I got royalty checks from Smart Parts or GOG Paintball now for saying that, but unfortunately I don't. But I still really like this. I put the L7 bolt in here, shut off the anti-bolt stick, and I believe I put my dwell at 14, and this gun just shoots phenomenal. I absolutely love this thing for woods. Thank you very much.